Hey everyone, lovely to see you all here. The reason I'm late is because of Andy. Hi Andy.
Yeah, it's always my fault. Always my fault.
Well, it is your fault.
I know. I wasn't being sarcastic or anything. I was actually saying it's always my fault.
And
And
then
now
we're
you're
just...
criticising me for admitting the truth.
Yeah, but you're saying it with like
No, you perceive it to be a whatever
you're jumping to conclusions. Right. I've just brought the chat up on my phone. Whoops. I didn't mean to show everyone the stream page. This was the page I meant to be on. So we're going to react to some Lorne videos. Before we start, I should say I've totally stolen this idea from Isaiah. So if you guys haven't watched his Lorne content, it's pretty good. So check him out. His link is in the link to his channel is in the description. So what I noticed as well is Lorne made 90 videos in his short YouTube career.
all made by him.
Yeah, 90 videos about nothing.
That's quite.
There's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that, which is pretty bizarre considering that I am sort of, how can I put this, disturbingly obsessed with the guy. One would think that I'd know that, but I don't.
Yeah, wait, can everyone in the chat, can they see my screen? Because I've got it on my phone and it's not showing me anything. It's just showing a black screen. Can they even hear us? If I even hit start streaming.
Right, I'm going to bring this up on my phone just to have a look.
I am definitely streaming, but my phone seems slow. Hold on, I'm going to have to go into Inception. Yeah, no, it seems fine. Yeah, it's fine on there. Okay. So, what Lorne video should we start with?
Well, it's got to be the first one that he did.
His first ever video.
His first ever video, if it's kind of long enough. Now, I wouldn't have thought it might be the one that I did the Andreas Bullet thing on, but not that one. So not necessarily the first ever video, but the first show that he did.
Well, his oldest video is a song called "She's Moved On."
Right, well, we're certainly not going to be doing that. So
he wrote,
carry on.
There's some text here. I now have someone here in my hometown that will be getting on the internet for me until I have a monitor installed on my computer. Please bear with me because all this stuff is new to me. I've been told that people would like autographed pictures of me. I have put some thought into this and have decided that I will sell them for $20 each, which will include shipping cost. Autographed hats will be $30 and autographed DVDs of my video songs will be $25 unless out of the US. Wow. So that was his first video he put that on. But maybe we should try his first non-singing video, which is just him tying his dog to a treadmill. Perhaps not that.
He's a pretty prolific sort of acoustic guitarer there, isn't it?
He is. He's rather prolific.
What about the Capture 20170101?
Right, should we see what that's about? It's got 3,000 views, so...
Right, let's have a look.
Hello, everyone. I figured I would make this video to present my book to everybody. A lot of people know about it, a lot of people don't. So I figured I would present it and read the back of the book to them so that they know what the book is all about.
One thing Lorne,
my book right here.
Lorne shouldn't do is present anything to anyone on the internet anymore.
I wrote it when I was in jail because I didn't want anything to be bored at all. Have nothing to do, so I wanted to get it.
So this is how he's selling his book, right? So we're what, 30 seconds in and he's already divulged, right, that he was in prison for raping, attempting to.
Well, he's not divulged that part of it. He's just divulged he was in prison.
No, you're right. But inferring, is it fair to say that by divulging that part of it, he already knows that everybody knows that, so he's already implied that he was in prison for attempted child molestation and attempted child pornography, and he was in prison for that and had fuck all else to do, so he thought he'd write a book. That's not the greatest seller of a book ever, is it?
No, but at the same time, you could say, oh, this, like, if you didn't know about why he went to prison, you could say this man's bettered himself. He's been to prison and he's written a book. But I was quite worried when I first heard the title, Taken Abroad. I was like, oh, is it about a little girl getting abducted from Kentucky?
Madeleine McCann.
Not Madeleine McCann. Why are you saying Madeleine McCann? I didn't say Madeleine McCann. Why are you saying
No,
Madeleine?
I did.
Yeah.
Taken abroad.
Yeah, but she was snatched when she was abroad. I was more thinking Lorne picking up.
Yeah, but she was taken abroad by her parents and then never came back.
Yeah, but that's not. I thought it was a story about him picking up a girl in Kentucky and taking her somewhere else abroad.
Well, yeah, true.
But apparently it's about a man in the army. And this guy on the cover of the book, I wonder I wonder if he got any money for being on that picture.
I know, I never really thought about that. Whose picture has he kind of used? It might just be something that he's kind of nicked off the internet and not asked for permission. Because it's not like his book is that successful or he's that well known where someone's going to fucking have a go at him and have a copyright issue with his product.
No, probably no one's. Well, I think actually someone commented, but I only saw because I hadn't logged into this channel for a while. Someone commented that they have the book and they'll send it to us if we give them our address. But then I sort of was like, well, is that just a ploy so that you can come to my house?
Yeah, I'm not that desperate to read it.
Something accomplished while I was in there and unable to do other things. But I didn't finish the book until after I was out of incarceration. My mom pushed me to finish it because she liked the story, and she's always been asking me to finish some of the other books that I've written too, or that I've started writing, but I haven't had time to.
Do you think he's got just like half sentences all over the house, and he's like, "Mum, this is going to be a great book," and she's like, "Yeah, Lorne, finish it. I want to read it."
Sorry, say that again. Who's going to be saying that?
Mama Gwen.
So, I mean, she was not very supportive of his business ideas recently, was she, with regard to the T-shirts and things like that, was she?
Well, no, but that's when he was trying to profit off being the king of pedos.
Which he's still trying to do here.
Yeah.
Because
no.
The only reason that he's known is because of what he tried to do. And then he's trying to flog a book. Part of me thinks, there is a little part of me that thinks, if he was looking at a normal guy that was in prison for whatever, it doesn't really, let's put the offence aside for 1 minute. You'd say, you know what, you're in prison and you're doing something that is worthwhile, which writing a book is, of course. I wish I could find the time to do it. Putting aside whether I've got the skill, which is doubtful. It'd be like a really worthwhile thing. You're thinking, good on you, brilliant. You work it, you write, you've wrote a book, you've got it published. Although he hasn't strictly got it published, as I understand it, has he? It's kind of a.
It's like you get it from a coffee machine or something.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit like recording your own demo in a recording studio and paying for the demo time, isn't it? It's not like you've sent it to a publisher and someone's read it and thought that's brilliant.
Well, I think they've got like a self-publishing thing, like it's really easy to publish.
Yeah. But at the same time, he's took the time to write a book about something that he obviously is personal to him with regard to someone from the army. Obviously, he was in that position. So part of me thinks like, good on you, Lorne, but another part of me thinks you freak.
Well, I don't know. I'd be quite curious to read it. I bet it's fucking awful.
No, I'd be very anxious to read it, but I'm not paid.
No.
Inform everybody when I do finish those books, and and which might be a couple of years, but preparing for his life after high school, Aaron.
What was that? He's just sort of interjected. Yeah, in a couple of years, I'm going to have written some more books, and maybe you'll buy them as well. Like, ugh.
Yeah, can we not read his first book yet?
Yeah. Well, now he's telling us what happens. So let's see how enthralling this sounds.
Enlisted into the army, anxious to serve his country and fight for what he believed
in. Of course he is.
After losing his closest friend
he's anxious to get in the army, and he's anxious to touch the guns.
Sniper, Aaron lost it while in the field and spent 3 months in a psychiatric ward until being shipped home. Once home, he falls in love with Brooke, a girl he meets on a blind date. Not long after getting engaged, he begins having nightmares of his time in the Iraqi war, but puts it off as nothing serious.
Do you think this is? Do you think it's projection, like going in the psychiatric ward in the army to him is on a parallel with not being given meatballs or deviled eggs, and then the blind date. The blind date is the internet date with Kayla, and then the problems that follow is Chris Hansen.
Do you know, it's funny. It's very well put, that, Adam. I've never really thought of it like that, but now you put it in that way, there are so many parallels with what's happened to him. He was enlisted in the army. He mentions a psychiatric ward, which he should have been put in. No, but let's be honest, he should have been. And then he mentions a blind date, which...
Why should he be put in a psychiatric?
His Kayla situation was a blind date.
Well, yeah, to an extent. Yeah, well, no.
It was because he'd
only
never
seen
met
photos.
her.
Yeah.
So if you don't meet anybody, it's strictly a blind date. Any internet date is a blind... Well, no, it isn't, but it's got close parallels to it. I think we can all agree on that. And like you said, there's the Chris Hansen thing. So, yeah, it's kind of... I've not really thought of it like that. But yeah, you're right. That's very succinct. Very well done there, Adam. Maybe you can write a novel about life's Lorne story. Lorne's life story.
Why? Well, I'd have to document him because there's a lot of gaps. But if I could make up the gaps, just fill it in.
Well, you'd have to, wouldn't you? Because you'd have to do that to make it entertaining to the masses.
Yeah. Well, what would it be like? He grows up. The main thing I know about his childhood is that Bunky took a toy from him. That's kind of the most damaging thing that happened. And then he told his dad, and his dad didn't even get the toy back. So then he gets a bit older, and he buys his brothers and sisters some nice presents one Christmas. And then he expects some deviled eggs and meatballs in return, but that never happens, even though apparently the meatballs are made, but they just don't bother to give them to him. That's how little they think of him. So then he tries to fuck a kid, then he goes to jail for 5 years. Oh, and he went to the army for a bit.
And you're going to cram all that into a 2-hour film? Or a normal-sized novel?
No, a pamphlet.
A pamphlet. Well... I mean, to be fair, all of that you just said would fit on a pamphlet.
Exactly. It'll be the pamphlet. It'll be like the the Watchtower, what the Jehovah's Witnesses give you. It'll be like that. I'll go around handing it out at people's houses.
You mean trying to convert people to the Church of God?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You'd be like stood at an airport giving people these fucking leaflets.
Yeah,
Please join the Church of God. This man died in Bowling Green.
White shirt and black tie, and waving my pamphlets. And no, I won't. I won't be too forceful. I'll just go to people's houses. Yeah, and just ask them if they found. Do they believe in Lorne? Yeah,
Queen Deb has mentioned something in the comments, which I personally don't want to comment on. I think we agreed to that, Adam, didn't we? Because we don't have the full facts. And,
I'm unaware.
So can you see the messages?
Yeah, I can see the message. But that's not something I knew about.
No, but the thing is, it's such a sensitive issue, and I think that I've always suspected that something like that has happened because I just personally don't think it's appropriate that we should comment on such a thing.
Well, Jimmy's got. I think it's very. I have heard something, but I don't want to go into it because. There's too much speculation. We don't know exactly what happened, and with Lorne is likely to exaggerate and stuff.
Yeah, you see, I just don't think it's appropriate because certain things that should be, regardless of what he's done or what he tried to do, certain things should be private, and we don't know the full facts. And it's like I said.
Well, let's not dwell on that. Let's get back to the video.
Yeah, good point. Where are we up to?
When the nightmares become more intense, Brooke talks to Aaron about seeing a psychiatrist, and because of the deep love that Aaron has for his family, he agrees. Unfortunately, the intense sessions with the psychiatrist don't help, and the nightmares begin to affect Aaron further. Aaron can no longer fight the right and wrong of the murders he's about to commit. In the end, justice is served with a heartbreaking death that Aaron did not.
He's about to commit some murders.
So, we're drawing a parallel with Lorne's life here. So, he can no longer fight the right or wrongs about the murders he's about to commit. So is it Lorne no longer able to see the right and wrongs of him attempting to molest Kayla?
Yeah, blatantly, that's what's happening. It's just him, and this Brooke person is like a woman. It's Ramona.
Well, yeah, and to be fair, I think it actually, ironically, at this point, Ramona was already in his life.
The first video is dedicated to her, isn't it? Even though he claims it's someone in his hometown helping him get on the internet.
No, but the first video. You mean the first video that I did the piss take video of?
The song one that we looking at.
Oh, sorry, the very, very first one.
Yeah.
Oh, right, I didn't know she was involved in that at all, to be honest.
It would make sense. They started talking last November, yeah? And the timeline of when he started doing the videos would make perfect sense.
Right.
Plan on 25% of the net profit from this book goes to Wounded Warrior Project, and 25% of the net profit from this book goes to the fire department in the town that I live in. Once again, the name of the book is called Taken Abroad. Also,
so I bet the war heroes and the fire department are really happy about the $3 each they've got.
Well, I think someone from. Do you remember that Ted Sullivan that we weren't particularly fond of?
Yeah.
He kind of was having an issue. He was having an issue with the fact that they were getting money from him. Because he was some kind of veteran or he'd been in the army and he took issue with it, which I kind of understand, really. I mean, I'm sure there was some issue with the fire department as well, unless I'm making that up.
Yeah, I think people just don't want his pedo money.
Well, no, I mean, it's understandable, isn't it? Anybody that's kind of, it all depends on where your money comes from, really, doesn't it? If it comes from a dishonest situation, then that money doesn't really have any value to it, to be honest, no matter what it's being used for.
True.
I've had a lot of people asking me about my music and if I was gonna sell my music and do more recordings. I'm trying to be able to find the time to sit down and write songs. Sometimes while I'm driving my truck at work, I'll sit down or I'll be thinking of things while taking and record them on my cell phone. But the thing is finding time when I get home or on the weekends to write it all down and to make music to it. I just don't have a lot of time right now to do all that, but I'm trying to find time to squeeze it all in. But I will be. I do have 3 songs that are done right now, and
this isn't the funniest video, though, is it?
No, but it's interesting though because we've already gone through his inner thoughts with regard to his book and kind of established that it's just It's just a parallel to his own life.
Yeah. But
So
we're analysing him like Nathaniel tried to do to his mum, rather than just laughing at him.
still interesting though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, I suppose.
However, there is such a thing as balance. So shall we quit on this? And
I
go
think
for a funny
we should have a funny one because I won't be able to stream too long, so we'll only have
me neither. So while you do that, I'll take a break to the little boy's room.
Okay. Well, I think maybe we should have a look at his exercise video. Or just... Oh, we already watched the porkless bites with the rice. Or... yeah. Right, I'll have to wait till Andy comes... I have to wait till Andy comes back to start this because it's going to be too much fun to watch alone. I need to get a drink, but... Got a little bit left. Yeah, so we'll watch this the Lorne reality show upper body exercise, and maybe if anyone in the chat, if you want to follow along to the exercises, then feel free. I think you need a shake weight or maybe a penis you could use instead.
Fucking hell, sounds like I missed something.
I'm just saying, if they want to follow along with Lorne's upper body exercises.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, exactly. Well, I think you need a shake weight to be able to do it.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lorne reality show. It's the exercise show that I told you guys that I do. And I know I look fat in the shirt, but no, I'm not.
That's funny, right? The wind blowing on the microphone.
The first thing we're going to start doing is start stretching out. So we're going to stretch out because you don't stretch your muscle.
Lorne could probably get a job as a fluffer. Look, I mean, a fluffer.
What's one of them?
You don't know what a fluffer is?
No.
It's like the ladies that wank and suck dicks before porn stars go onto the set.
Oh, right. Fair enough.
God, you never had a fluffer fluff you up?
Yeah, but I didn't know it was called that before.
That's, yeah. You need to get into the industry.
Maybe.
Lorne's going to show you how.
Read it in the long run, so we're not gonna do a whole lot of leg muscles, but we've been concentrating on most today is the arms.
That's not a proper stretch.
Everybody keeps asking about the arms, so what I did to get him this way.
Is it me, or does he have really short legs and a long body, or is it just the way his t-shirt's hanging over?
I would suggest that he's wearing clothes that are not sized for him. His vest goes all the way down to like.
Just look at him. Just look at him. He's like he's fucking got the kid that's got clothes out of lost property.
It's the wrong size for him, right? It goes down to like nearly below his ass, and then his shorts go all the way down past his knees. To basically near his ankles.
Are those trainers? Maybe they're too far away, but they look like he's wearing fucking clogs to me.
It looks like he's wearing a dress that's like in two different colours.
Lorne summer dress.
Been on that, and I'm gonna be doing it in my backyard today. So, first thing I want to do is you're gonna hold your hands like this. So they're in a diamond shape. We're going to come back here. We're going to do 10 push-ups. There's 10 push-ups right there.
Do you see how smug he looked after he did them and jumped up? He's like, look at me, I did 10 push-ups.
And he had to like show people how many 10 is just in case they can't count. You know what I mean?
Oh, Right, I need to get a drink. Keep the audience amused for a moment.
Well, to be fair, the audience can be amused just by looking at that fucking picture. Oh dear. Right, I'll say hello to everybody in the chat anyway, because I can see the chat. So let's have a look. Oh, hey Rocker, and Julia, how you doing? And Darth Khan's in the house. Johnny Utah as well. And Nick Bagler's also about. How's it going, guys? So, I mean, this must be a dream for everybody, right? We're doing a fucking a commentary on the Lorne reality show. I mean, this is what you call high class entertainment. This is what YouTube was created for, isn't it? Let's be honest. So, yeah. What's the one of his? Tom has said, plus the neck of his shirts are all stretched out because of his big head. Yeah. I wonder if he's got like a hat on in every video that he does.
Yeah, he has, I think. I don't think he ever takes his hat off.
Well, I've made videos on that in the past, but we'll give him a break with that anyway. Should we continue?
Let's see what he does next.
I'm going to show you another thing that you can do.
Why does his hand movements look so
really,
homosexual?
It's going to hurt.
It's gonna, I bet he made those hand movements before and said it's going to hurt when he was in prison.
Especially when you're not used to it. So you want to take some weights. I got 20-pound weights right here. Take some weights. Both ends, and you're going to get down on the ground and do push-ups that way. What you're going to do is you're going to push down. When you push up, you're going to go bring it back up with you and switch them off just like that. So we're going to go like this. So you reach down like this. The closer you put your feet together.
I bet he wishes there was a kid underneath him.
I haven't done it so long you can't do it.
To be fair to Lorne, that looks like quite a good exercise. I don't want to do an exercise in the gym, though, that's been inspired by Lorne Armstrong. That would be weird.
Yeah. It's making a lot of noise.
Okay, now that right there is going to work.
He's trying not to have a heart attack.
And your arms, your shoulders, and your chest. Because you're working all those muscles at one time. And it's also going to work your back muscles. As you can tell, I'm sniffling a little bit because we've got a cold breeze here and I have a few allergies. But now, when you do these, this is why I'm stressing that you stretch your
Can't
muscles.
really tell what you're saying.
Because if you don't, you're going to be hurting.
He probably just said, run fast away from me, because if you don't, you're going to be hurting if you're a female child.
What we're going to do is just do some regular ones like this. So hold them out like this.
Here we
that
go.
Way, you want to try to keep your arm away from your body. Because you put it next to your body, you're actually using your body to lift the weights and not really your arm. So if you put it away from your body, you're using all your arm. We'll do 10 of them.
He's fucked. Have you ever watched an exercise show where the instructor is out of breath after the second exercise?
It's a bit like watching Keith Floyd, the fucking cook from England, when he was pissed after the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, but that was brilliant though. Oh, there was that one on the boat where he fell over. Yeah, he was always so hammered. Was it Gillian Keith as well? There used to be that show. It used to be on before Quantum Leap. That's why I remember it.
I don't remember that.
And she was always getting pissed throughout the show. Anyway.
8, 9,
10. And the slower you do it, the harder it is. Because if you try to do them fast, then all you're doing is bobbing back and forth like this, and you're not really getting the weight up there, and you're not using your arm like you're supposed to. So you want to try to do it just as slow as you can, or slower. Find your own speed at it, but do it slow. Don't do it fast. If you do it fast, it's not going to do you any good. And we'll do this.
Those guys in prison didn't like it when he did it fast. They were like, "Come on, I want this. I want this to last at least 20 minutes."
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now, another one that I do is taking the weights and putting them right in front of you and going up and down like this.
Oh yeah,
you can try it with just one first. Try to do just one. You're going to get all you need for the first time.
He couldn't fucking wait to do that. His fourth exercise is imagine
having a registered sex offender do that in a fucking video. and him not having the brains to see what he was doing.
Why has no one with Photoshop capabilities turned the weight into a cock? Like a cartoon cock. It would be brilliant. Just imagine that weight in his hand right now is a big hairy cock.
And keep your body straight too. You don't want to spread your legs apart because your stomach muscles are going to start hurting a little bit. And your chest muscles, it's really going to work your chest muscles a lot.
So now imagine it's this.
So we'll do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh.
Okay, you want to take a little breather. Because you work all these muscles, you start out working all these muscles off one time with
When he says muscles, he means penises.
No interruption, which is normally what I do. Then you have to let air get to your muscles. You want the oxygen to get to your muscles, so that way it helps them to heal better, and you're not hurting as much. If you try to rip them out one at a time,
why does he keep making the wanking motion when he talks?
You're gonna wind up ripping a muscle, or tearing a muscle, or pulling a muscle, and that's the last thing that you want to do. But I'm going to show you an exercise that you do not want to do. So I did this exercise before, and I regretted it. Like this right here.
He regretted it.
Of course he did.
Don't do that exercise right there.
Why is he showing people? Why is he showing people an exercise that he doesn't want to do? Why demonstrate it? Just don't mention it, you fucking idiot.
It's a bit like pointless bites, really.
It is. Pointless bites, pointless Lorne.
I did that before, and I don't know, something happened with my arm, but I had to wind up holding it up, all that, otherwise have it down and wind up going numb on me and hurt. So I'd have to hold it up like this all the time. It was pretty irritating after a while.
I bet.
But another one that we're gonna do.
Pink or red?
Is this one right here?
I think it's like he's obviously picked it up at like some jumble sale. Not even Walmart. It's like it was red, but it's just faded in the wash.
As we go, I'm saying take a breather. I'm not even taking the breath that I should take. But it is important to let your body relax a little bit while you're doing it until you get used to doing it. Because once you get used to doing it, then your body can handle it. And you'll be able to do one right after another after another. And me, I like getting a good workout in, so I just go and go and go, and until I completely worn myself out. But this right here, it's called the shock wave.
It's like
What you
like
do
a
with this?
fence
There's
behind
several
it.
ways that you can use this thing.
Is that to keep him from? Is that to keep him from getting out, so that he can't attack the children, or is it to keep the children from getting in?
I can't imagine that the children are queuing outside Lorne's house. Or maybe they
No,
are.
but what if they're like randomly playing and they stumble across his like field?
Well, so they have to put barbed wire up. There's barbed wire on the top of that. That's to keep Lorne in to stop him getting at the kids. Basically, where this is, I'd assume, is like right on the edge of the trailer park where all the pedos have been told they've got to stay in.
But don't forget, he's not allowed to. Do you remember on that phone call where he's not allowed anywhere near a fucking playground?
Yeah. That's what I mean. He's gone to the edge of like the sort of 8 yards that Lorne's allowed in.
It's just like imprisoned in his own backyard.
If you turn the camera to the left or the right, there's like signs that say "Keep out pedo inside."
Oh, poor Lorne.
See what it does? It pops up and down like this.
Oh God!
So I'm sure you've probably seen them on TV before. So what this does is it helps the back muscles.
Oh. It's like, right, if you just got the 10, like when he does 1, 2, and then just had that bit as the finishing it off. Just the firm grip and wank.
How the fuck has YouTube even got to the point where a registered sex offender's doing that on a video? How has this even happened? This is the worst part in humanity ever. This makes a whole mockery of the human race. Oh my God! Replay it. I want to see it again. Just go back.
Well, it's called the shock wave.
Is it?
What you do with this? There's several ways that you can use this thing. See what it does?
It
pops up and down like this.
So that's what you do with it, is it, Lorne? That's what it's for.
Oh my God! This is too much.
You just wank off. Wait, that's like. Do you think his probation officer gave him that? Said, "Lorne, give your cock a rest. Just do it to this." His hands, it's like muscle memory.
TV before.
Oh my God!
So what this does is it helps the back muscles. Takes really, especially for females, it takes the flab off the back muscles, where women get.
What the fuck? How does he know where women get fat? Of what the fuck? He's just being offensive to women. He's like, yeah, women get fat, so you better exercise.
Yeah,
Flab or fat back on the back of their arms more. That helps take that down, and also helps tighten up the chest muscles up here and the stomach muscles. You'll find that it helps the whole back of the whole front of the body. And the shoulders. It really helps every part of the body. It helps to lean it down so you get that fat and flab off there that you don't want on there. So I'm not going to do this for very long because normally I do it for 5 minutes, but I'm just going to do it for a couple right now. And I'll show you a couple different ones. You go like this.
That's the one he definitely learnt in jail, because that's the one that makes sure that they finish all over your face.
Oh, that's horrible.
You do not want to.
Who would have thought, though, that this guy would end up making his own video thinking that people would be interested in seeing his exercises and be doing ridiculous masturbating motions in the process with a fence behind him that looked like it was specifically made to stop him getting out or children getting in.
See, this, I'd love to just re-upload this video with the title, like, Pedo teaches kids how to wank in his, from his prison yard.
Well, that'd be an accurate description.
Hold your hand right up against that. You want to hold on the grip. So if you hold your hand up against that, you're going to start hurting this knuckle right here.
Yeah.
So you hold down on the grip, you don't hurt the knuckle.
What the fuck? And if you just keep doing this, eventually you're going to get the... Oh.
I can't fucking believe
Okay,
Oh.
right there. Normally you want to do
You know
it.
what's funny, right? Any person doing that video looking like that, dressed in those clothes, would be fucking hilarious, right? But this is Lorne Armstrong.
Oh, man.
5 minutes worth of up here because it's not that hard of an exercise. It gets hard on the arms because you're tightening up the arms. But here's another way that you can do it right here. I know that looks funny, but what it does is it tightens up.
He actually said, I know that looks funny. Oh, why? Why?
Two ab muscles right up here. And it actually probably does the second layer of your ab muscles too, but but then another thing that you can do with it, let's go like that.
That's, you see, that's definitely a prison wank, that one. That's like, Lorne's had too much sperm in his face and round his belly. So now he's going to get down and really jerk everyone off.
Then you're tightening up all of your ab muscles here, and even along here, and you turn on the other side.
and that's how you get off inmate number 741.
Same thing, tightening up your ab
He
muscles
worked
here.
in prison, he
and
got
over
out
here.
of there.
But those there are harder to do. You find it awkward doing them, but that's what those there are good for. Another one is holding.
Now he's like, I can even jerk people off behind my back. I can do it with my hands behind my head. I'm that good at it. Oh.
Like this.
It's that clicking noise that doesn't do
Yeah.
it.
It's like
That's what that does.
it's like this.
As it tightens up your back muscles right up here. So, which is both
He's scratching
it's
his
good
back.
for both men and women. Because it helps your shoulders to get stronger and keeps the fat and flab away from them. So,
What the? Oh, and that's probably like the way he went. Like you could just imagine that he's been bukkakied. That's the noise he would make when he's finished off a bunch of dudes.
Another one that I do.
It's another exercise to do. It's just holding my hands out and waving them around. Oh, what a cock!
Well, I don't know if I want to do that one this time or not. But you're gonna find this video is gonna be uncut. And
So he said you're gonna find this video is gonna be uncut, just like most of the men's penises that he wanks off.
So he's already decided before he made it that he was not going to make any effort to edit it at all. Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Where he just decides whether or not he's going to do an exercise. Then he thinks of one and he goes, maybe I'm not going to do that one. So what was that one? That one probably was just wanking off. He's like, oh, here's another exercise I do every day, all day long. Gets out Kayla's MySpace pictures and then jerks off. And then, luckily, because he has some kind of moral filter in his mind, he went, I'm going to do this exercise. Oh, no, wait, that's not a real exercise. That's disgusting. And so now he's back to square one, trying to decide what he's going to do next.
Because I figure you guys would rather see me in reality doing it than any other way.
You'll see me in reality. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Oh my God. Is there any statement ever that's ever been made which is more ironic than that?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Right.
What we're going to do is we're going to do a series of push-ups.
He's so out of ideas already, isn't he? He's like, right, I'm going to show everyone the exercises I do. Do some push-ups. Wank off a weight for 10 minutes. What else can we do? More push-ups. He can't even think of a fucking sit-up.
Jogging in a minute.
We'll do some running on the spot. Oh, just go back to wanking, Lorne. It's the only thing you're good at.
There's only, well, how can I do that? All right, we're going to go like this. We're going to do the diamond-shaped one. See, I kind of got my routine out of order
You did this at the
a
beginning.
little bit than what I normally do, so you're going to go like this, make your diamond-shaped.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's bereft of ideas.
You can do at the time. But, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do push-ups with the weight.
He's going to be fucked. He can't do this.
4.
So that's hard to do what he's doing now, because I've tried a similar thing that I do quite regularly.
Yeah.
I don't do the wanking motions though.
No.
Okay, then we're going to do these. And take...
Look how red his face is. And then we're just going to wank another dude off.
What's funny is he put himself through all this just so me and you can laugh at him.
He got 4,000 views.
Yeah, but out of them 4,119 views, did anybody sit there getting genuine tips on exercise?
4,117 didn't. Right, this is getting repetitive now. Let's skip to see what he's... Oh, wait, no, we need to watch him wank it off again.
6.
He's going to collapse.
I've never seen anybody doing that in the gym, ever.
I've seen people do it on videos.
Just starting out, you don't want to do any more than that, then take your breather. That's what we're going to do this week for the show. And next week, we'll concentrate on some other things. And,
We're going to concentrate on some other things next week.
Yeah, well, next week.